My name is Inez, and I'm 53 years old. But at the age of 9, I had a twin brother that drowned, and an older brother. They drowned at the same time, and we had gone to Mobile Bay, and my twin fell in the water somehow, and my older brother, he jumped in and tried to save him, but neither one of them could swim. None of us could. And I remember going out in the water trying to reach them, but the tide had come in and just pulled them on out. And I stayed there for a long time because I was scared to go home. And anyway, for years I didn't even believe that they were dead. I would always be looking to see if that was my brother or if that was my brother. Well, I grew up normal type of family. Nothing really out of the ordinary. I never knew who my biological father was because he died when I was a little baby. But I had a stepfather that raised us and stuff, and he took care of us real good. I graduated high school and decided I didn't want to go to college. I wanted to go into the military. That didn't work out, so I ended up started working in the club scene. Well, my mom put me out at 18. She said I was grown, so I didn't have anywhere to go. I moved in with my sister, which was right around the corner from a club, and I had put in applications in what I thought was the most respectable places, but never got no bites. So I started working in this nightclub at the age of 18, and that was not good at all. I didn't start drinking or smoking anything then, but it just opened the door for me to be exposed to just stuff I never even thought of. And I ended up marrying a guy. Well, actually, we got engaged and I got pregnant and had a baby at 19. And still familiar with the club scenes and stuff, but I started working more so in retail and stuff like that. But I eventually went back to the club scene, and in there, that's where I started doing drugs. I started just to fit in, smoking cigarettes and marijuana and tubing cocaine and stuff like that, right? And one day I was sitting on my front porch and I was smoking some weed, and I went down to my girlfriend's house, and she and her boyfriend was in the room smoking crack, but I didn't know it. I mean, she came out and she said, "Inez, you mind people who smoke cocaine?" I was like, "No, you do what you do, I do what I do." And a few minutes later, she comes back out of the room and invites me to come in. So they're sitting there smoking crack, and I'm high already because I've been smoking weed. And she said, "You want to try it?" I was like, "Well, okay." And I did, but at the moment when it happened, I didn't know I was having a seizure. Now I know I was having a seizure. And she had to slap me, and it brought me back to reality, but I didn't stop smoking. I turned right back around and hit it again. And then, wow, the club that I was working at, it was a pretty prestigious type of place. I got good tips. So I didn't know, 6 months maybe passed by after that, and fast forward. One day I was in a crack house, and nobody was there but me inside the house, and I had my back to the door, and I heard the door open, and I turned around, and nobody was there, and I literally heard, "You gonna die today," and that freaked me out. So I started gathering up all my stuff, and there was a dope dealer sitting on the front porch, back up to how I learned about the Wings of Life, because that day I told him, "I'm going to the Wings of Life." There was a man that used to come here. I was living with him, and he would come to the Wings of Life, and he would hear the word, and he would get food because the Wings of Life feed people, and he'd come back and tell me about the Wings of Life. I don't want to hear nothing about that. I wanted to get high, right? But God was planting the seed. Unbeknownst to me, he was planting the seed. And that day, I left that crack house, and many times before I had left that, and always looked back just to see was anybody, coming. That day I didn't, and I went to my mom's house, and she gave me a ride here to the Wings of Life. And Pastor Chris, actually, he thought I was crazy because I was just like all over the place. So he told me until I was evaluated by his wife, I couldn't come in. Got evaluated very next day, April 18, 2002. I came in. And by me being here, I was raised up, became room captain, eventually got on staff in 2005 officially. And I'm the women's director here now. And my heart is for women who are still out there doing the things that I was doing and not even knowing that they could know Jesus Christ and live a totally new life. And I eventually took over the thrift store, and that helps our ministry as well, because a lot of people can't afford to be here, but we do what we have to do in order to keep afloat here. And if working at that thrift store is one of the things that I got to do, because I couldn't afford to be here when I came here. But God opened that door for me. And girl, if you want to come on in, or whoever you are, you want to come on in, He's got that door open for you as well. Come on in. You're welcome. I just want to say thank you to the Wings of Life, because they saved my life. Wings, the people here, they saved my life. They sacrificed in order to help me.